Sometimes, when people find themselves on the wrong side of the law, they believe they're somehow untouchable, that the rules don't apply to them, and that no charge could ever stick. This is what happens when entitled girls realize they are going to jail.
Dad! Dad! What happened? What?
Hey. I don't want him touching me. Stop. I said I don't want him touching me.
Officer, I want to listen to you.
It's a good idea.
1000%, I'm going to listen to you. Get your dog out so he can stop barking.
Starting with a case of Stephanie, who was arrested for driving under the influence in 2023, Stephanie found herself in serious trouble after a run-in with the law that escalated quickly. It started when she evaded police officers in her vehicle, ignoring lights and sirens that signaled her to pull over. After several minutes of pursuit, officers finally caught up with her, and she was ordered to exit her vehicle. However, instead of complying, Stephanie showed immediate resistance, questioning the officer's commands with indignation. When the officer threatened to use pepper spray, she finally complied, but only temporarily. She resisted as officers tried to handcuff her, shouting, "Dad, they're arresting me," over her phone. Her apparent entitlement only escalated the situation, especially as she repeatedly tried to wriggle free from the officer's hold, pleading with her father and acting as though she was being treated unjustly.
She's taking off!
We're stopped again.
Turn off the vehicle! Sheriff's off!
Stop me over. Oh my God, Dad! They're arresting
Stop
me!
resisting!
Hell, dude! What are you doing?
Don't resist.
What are you doing, dude? You didn't even know me! Dad, they're arresting me!
Stop resisting!
Dad! Dad!
Get on your
Dad! They have me on the floor! Dad! Dad! I don't know what I did! What am I doing? Why are you doing this?
Stephanie's father, on the other end of the line, could only try to reason with her. "Calm down. You've gotten yourself in a deep hole, and there's nothing I can do," he said, trying to get her to cooperate. Her resistance, however, didn't stop there. While officers tried to subdue her, she continued to fight back, even attempting to kick one of the officers, an act that could be classified as battery against a police officer, a serious felony carrying a sentence of up to 5 years in prison. Once detained, Stephanie continued her defiance. "Why are you doing this?" she demanded, claiming she was unaware of why she'd been pulled over. When officers mentioned her erratic driving and ignored stop signs, she dismissed it all, insisting, "They didn't even read me my rights."
Why are you doing this?
Okay, let go of your phone.
No, I'm not. My dad is on the phone, and he's...
Hey!
Hey!
You are not gonna kick me. This is not okay. Get your leg over here and turn over. April, she's actively fighting still.
What happened? What?
Oh, this is what happens when you flee and then you kick me.
I didn't flee and I didn't kick you.
So those lights and sirens mean nothing? We're just out
Can
here.
I call my father?
No.
He owns the island.
5011, you can
Okay.
release the air.
Call my father.
I'm not calling your dad.
Then what are you
How
gonna
old
do?
are you? How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, 24. We don't need to call your dad.
Yeah, you're right. And you're not gonna take me in either.
You could have killed someone.
Yes, you.
Yeah, I could have killed you too, but you're alive, right?
Alright, you wanna put her in?
You need to notify him.
I don't need it. He's the police.
I didn't know that. I'm not under the
Ma'am,
influence,
listen to me.
dude. My parents
Do you-
have 3
Ma'am.
heads. Dad!
Stephanie, you have to calm down.
But why are they?
Copy 7275
You've been drinking, and you were speeding.
How is
And
it?
now the way you've acted, you've gotten yourself in a deep hole, and they're going to take you to jail. You're gonna have to. He's gonna calm down. Huh? She went to the floor. There's nothing I can do.
Despite her disbelief, the charges began to add up. Evading the police, resisting arrest, reckless driving, and kicking an officer. Once officers secured her in the back of the patrol car, a search of her vehicle revealed an open container of alcohol in the front door pocket. It was now apparent why Stephanie had been so evasive. As part of their investigation, the officers decided to administer a breathalyzer test to determine her level of intoxication. When asked to perform the test, Stephanie struggled to follow simple instructions, a common sign of inebriation. She repeatedly failed to blow hard enough, frustrating both herself and the officers. After multiple attempts, she finally completed the test, yielding a result of 0.268, over 3 times the legal limit. This solidified the officers' suspicions that she had been driving under the influence.
Right.
All right, ma'am.
Dad! They didn't read me my rights and they don't tell me why I'm going in!
Ma'am. Ma'am, if you resist, you're gonna catch more charges.
I'm not resisting! I'm right here!
Get in the car then, right now.
Dad!
An alcoholic beverage in the vehicle?
Yeah, in the front door pocket. Obviously, because of her level of resistance, we can't do exercises. If she's calmed down when she gets there and she wants to do them, and you got enough bodies, that's fine. But we can't risk that with her having fought.
Deep breath. Deep breath.
No, but why?
What? I just told you.
Because you think I'm wrong.
That's not what I said. I'm requesting you submit to a one test your breath with person determining alcohol content. Okay? Yes or no? Would you take the test?
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. And I'll tell you when to stop blowing, okay? And begin. Blow hard. No. Until that machine starts making noise, you need to blow. You're not blowing it.
I am.
Understand one thing, if you don't...
I am blowing.
You're not.
Dude, you can feel my hands.
Go. Give me the opportunity. That was no good.
In court, Stephanie pleaded no contest to charges of DUI, resisting an officer, reckless driving, and evading police. She received a sentence of 2 years probation. Despite her behavior, court records later revealed that Stephanie was granted special permission to leave the country in September of 2023, allowing her to join her family on a pre-booked cruise, a benefit that showed her family's influence could still sway circumstances in her favor. But wait for this next case, which is more shocking than the above one. On January 8, 2023, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a busy airport terminal in response to a complaint about a young woman named Karina who had been ejected from a flight. Airline employees reported that Karina had been yelling, cursing, and even spitting at staff, which eventually led to her removal from the plane. The officers located her walking toward the airport restroom, where she quickly locked herself inside a stall. The officers tried to engage Karina, hoping to understand her version of events. Despite the officers' assurances that they were only trying to help, Karina remained uncooperative. She continuously claimed that she felt uncomfortable and didn't trust them, which only prolonged the standoff. The officers suggested that she exit the stall so they could assist her in getting rebooked or refunded, but Karina refused, insisting they couldn't offer the help she needed.
Miss, you're not free to leave. Okay, no you're not. Come here.
Are you okay? No. I'm just checking on you. What's going on? What's going on? So you do the stall. What's going on?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Everyone in the place said they were fine with me. They were making an issue. I was like, it's gonna delay your flight. I'm not gonna delay your flight.
Are you trying to go home or on vacation?
No, I'm going to work. What do you mean?
Okay. Do you want to come out here and I can help you out? What airline?
I don't feel sincere in your voice that you're gonna help me out.
I'm here to help you. What airline are you flying with?
Obviously, no airline. That was the last airline tonight. Y'all just money, bro, because I didn't want to make a scene for y'all.
Okay. So my biggest concern.
I got pain so it didn't have to be a thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I was like trying to be helpful, but like honestly it's ridiculous.
okay, so my goal is to make sure you get where you're going and make sure that you're safe to get there. So why did they want you to get off the flight? They don't just want anybody to get off the flight. There has to be a
We
reason.
literally asked the whole crew. The whole crew did not say they didn't be off the flight. They didn't. I voluntarily left because I know how it's like letting your flight like I don't like.
So why do you think they wanted you off the flight?
I have no idea. Honestly,
We can go figure this out.
no, I don't feel comfortable with that because I feel like the whole reason I don't feel comfortable.
Okay, so I'm here. I'm gonna leave.
Obviously, I'm here, but I don't know. I don't trust you guys because the way that I got kicked off the plane was irrational. So no, I don't feel comfortable.
I don't work for the airline,
It
so
don't matter who you work at. How would you feel?
I would feel
Somebody
upset.
told you to do some shit for no reason.
I would be upset.
That shit would like it would scare you. You'd be scared.
Yeah, and I want some
I'm scared
answers.
now. I'm scared now. I'm offended right now.
Yeah, and I'd be scared too, but that's why the police are here to help you get some answers.
That police?
Yeah.
The police for what?
Yeah, to help you out.
Yo, y'all are tripping.
No.
I feel like I'm pulling people hostage. Like, it's just insane.
No.
No, I don't feel safe. Can I just call 911 from here?
Yeah.
Can I please have your phone? Because I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Can you open the door?
No. I want to call.
We are 911.
Yeah.
No, you're restricting me from 911 access because I want to.
We are 911.
No, you're restricting me from 911 access. That's a felony. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
You can get on the plane? Because it's still there.
I'm not on the plane. I'm not going to up their whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm back,
But if you go over there civilized, maybe you
I
can get
swear to
rebooked.
God, be the most civilized person you ever met.
Okay, well let's go. Let's go.
I'm not going to talk to you. Thank you.
To de-escalate, they tried discussing options for her to either catch another flight or secure a refund, but her skepticism and resistance only grew. Tension heightened when Karina questioned the officer's authority, stating her father was a lieutenant in Rhode Island and that his rank should be relevant to her situation. Ignoring this claim, the officers maintained a calm tone, reiterating their focus on resolving the matter. Frustrated, Karina threatened to call 911, seemingly unaware that the officers she was speaking to were, in fact, the responders for such an emergency call. Eventually, Karina agreed to come out, but her resistance didn't end there. She refused to take off her backpack when asked, arguing that the officers had no right to touch her or her belongings.
I swear you didn't have anything to drink today.
You're fine. Yes, I swear.
You did not have anything to drink today.
I am not being out of control.
Because you can fly if you haven't had anything to drink and they think you're safe to fly. But there has to be a reason for them to kick you off the plane. So just be honest. Just be honest. Yeah, let's just go out here. Just be honest. Did you have anything to drink today?
Is that against the law?
No, that's
Do I
what
need
I'm
a lawyer?
asking. No.
I'm gonna call a lawyer.
For what? Did you have anything to eat today?
I'm gonna call a lawyer.
Have you eaten today?
Talk to my lawyer about it.
Okay. You haven't had anything to eat today?
Talk to my lawyer.
You take medication?
Talk to my lawyer.
Are you flying?
Talk to my lawyer.
Are you going to Georgia?
Talk to my lawyer.
Atlanta?
Talk to my lawyer.
Okay. I'm gonna go see what the airline said she did. Leave from the aircraft. What was she doing? She was what? She was intoxicated. I mean, but did she do anything other than like? How did you tell she was intoxicated?
I didn't do it. It was Malik, so he might be able to answer better. Yeah.
Malik, what was that lady doing? That y'all had to leave the aircraft?
Screaming, spitting, cussing, recording, everything.
Her reluctance only intensified, and she made repeated requests to contact her lawyer, though she continually refused to cooperate with the standard procedures necessary to facilitate that request. In a moment of exasperation, Karina lashed out verbally and even physically, kicking at one of the officers as they attempted to escort her out. Her behavior resulted in further complications. The officers warned her of additional consequences for resisting, but Karina was beyond the point of reasoning, escalating the situation instead of de-escalating it. As the officers finally managed to lead Karina to the patrol car, she began shouting, accusing them of mistreating her and making sarcastic remarks about the situation. Her demeanor only worsened once inside the vehicle, as she began hurling insults and making defiant statements about her rights.
Somebody's feelings doesn't doesn't mean I should get kicked off of it.
No, it doesn't.
Look, Karina.
But you guys did that.
Karina, here's the deal, okay?
You guys did that. You did. You just said I kicked you off.
We didn't. We are the police. We don't work for the airline. The airline calls us and we come over to assess.
So she was screaming,
We
kicking.
have no idea.
I'm ready when you're
ready. Okay, Miss Karina.
Please don't touch me if you don't have a reason to.
Okay, I have a reason to. Okay.
I'm arrested?
Yes, you're going to be arrested for public intoxication, okay?
Take your backpack.
Should I? No, it's like what, 7 a.m.? I really don't feel comfortable with him touching me.
I'm standing right here.
No, I don't want him touching me. I literally, he's on a power play mode. I don't want him touching me. I literally don't want him touching me.
5 seconds.
I'm asking you not to let him touch me. I don't want him. I don't want you touching me.
Do not.
I don't want him touching me. I don't want him touching me. I said I don't want him touching me. I don't feel comfortable with him touching me. Y'all need to call my lawyer where we're on. Y'all need to call my lawyer. Because I don't feel comfortable being around y'all without my lawyer knowing where I'm at.
The officers attempted to verify her address and identity, but she refused to answer any questions, further prolonging her time in their custody. At the police station, Karina was given an opportunity to make a phone call, but she ignored it, claiming she had no need to speak to anyone. Instead, she mocked the officers, remarking on how pointless the whole ordeal was, and sarcastically commenting on the waste of taxpayer money. Her persistent non-cooperation ultimately led the officers to proceed with the formal booking process, and she was informed of her charges. Karina was ultimately charged with resisting arrest without violence, assault of a public servant, and public intoxication. Despite being given several chances to de-escalate and resolve the matter more peacefully, her uncooperative stance led to a serious legal situation. But hold on your seats, because this next case is more shocking than the others. On June 17, 2023, Ohio police received a call from a local bar reporting a concerning situation. A young woman, heavily intoxicated, was attempting to drive home. The bar staff, worried about her state, hoped the police would arrive in time to prevent any possible accidents. Shortly after, officers arrived at the scene, where the woman, Destiny, was creating a loud, chaotic scene. "Give me my phone," she demanded, her voice rising with frustration as officers tried to calm her. She insisted on knowing who they were, claiming they'd dealt with her before. "I know who you are," she shouted, though the officer she addressed appeared puzzled, likely not remembering any past encounter with her. The officer calmly requested her identification, but Destiny's response quickly escalated. She became more agitated, making loud accusations that officers were harassing her and even challenging them to arrest her if they intended to. With her agitation growing, Destiny's behavior drew attention from other people nearby. She became defiant and refused to follow the officers' instructions. Even when they tried to reason with her, she argued, dismissed the officers' authority, and maintained that she wasn't intoxicated despite the strong scent of alcohol. She kept insisting she could drive herself home, even asking the officers to just follow her home, completely unaware of the legal ramifications or the danger she posed to herself and others. But the officers firmly told her that driving under the influence wasn't an option. Destiny's belligerence only intensified. She repeatedly accused the officers of treating her unfairly and claimed they had harassed her at her apartment 2 years prior. Her accusations grew so confusing and confrontational that officers warned her she could be charged with disorderly conduct, as her behavior was disruptive and posed a risk to herself and others. At this point, a friend of Destiny's arrived on the scene, offering to take her home, insisting he'd keep her safe. However, the officers were skeptical about releasing her without proper verification of his identity and intentions, as her behavior had already proven to be highly volatile. Still, the friend's intervention ultimately kept the officers from detaining her, and they agreed to let him take her home instead of arresting her. After she calmed down, that is. The officers handed him her car keys and let him retrieve her belongings from the car to ease the situation. Finally, officers issued Destiny a citation for disorderly conduct, along with a court summons. Despite all the commotion and agitation she caused, she received a stern warning and the ticket rather than jail time. Surprisingly, Destiny ended up getting what she wanted. Her friend took her home, though under clear conditions that she had to stay there. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.